euphemisms dance she plays here while not directly answering the question. Strange, right? If she's proud of her position, then why isn't she just willing to say it? Here, check this out.
The president's position on choice has evolved over time, so just checking for his official position. Does he support any limits on abortion right now?
Peter, the president has talked about his position many times. He supports the right of a woman to make choices about her own body with her doctor.
But I know that one of the Democrats that he endorsed and who won their primary this week, Tim Ryan, said yesterday that he does not support any limits on abortion. Is that where the president's thinking is now?
The president has stated his view many times.
So does the president support abortion up until the moment of birth?
The president has spoken about this many times, Peter, and I would refer you to his own comments about abortion and a woman's right to choose and make decisions about her body with her doctor, which is what any of those women would do.
Why can't you just answer that question with a simple yes or no? Here's my answer, because I have principles and some dignity, and I respect human life, unlike Jen Psaki. Do you support abortion up until the moment of birth? No, I don't support abortion at all from conception on. I don't support abortion at all. Pretty clear answer, right? Unambiguous. Why can't leftists answer that? Why was Tim Ryan doing a dance on an interview with Fox News yesterday? Democrat candidate for Senate in Ohio, and he was asked the same question. If you're proud of your position that yes, we should be able to terminate the life of a child as is being, or he or she's being born, why not just say it? Because they're horrified. And here's a dirty little secret about leftists, folks. Having run for office a couple times and been in this business a long time. I'm not kidding when I say this. I've dealt with them for a long time. Not all of them. I'm not talking about all Democrats. I want to be clear and very circumspect. But the radical left that supports this kind of stuff, infanticide, partial birth abortion, third-term abortion, they hate themselves. You can see it. I'll never forget being at county fairs in left-leaning Maryland, running for Senate and Congress, and leftists, men, women, old and young, would come up and just scream in your face. Like, that's where I get the foaming at the mouth and the scratching at their own faces from. I mean, they weren't literally scratching at their faces, but I'm telling you, folks, it wasn't far from it. And the foam thing is real. Some of them, you'd see the little white, nasty stuff in the corner because they're sitting there and they're screaming so they get dehydrated because they're yelling and spewing moisture at them. It's just disgusting. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. They look in the mirror every day, and because they're angry at their own empty shell black hole of a life, what they do is they take it out on everyone else. And they subscribe to this culture of just death and destruction, Antifa, late-term abortion, partial birth abortion, infanticide. They just hate themselves. And what worries me about them is there's no emergency brake on their behavior. Conservatives, the good ones, it's going to be, rotten to the core people who claim any party affiliation. But good and decent conservatives abhor violence and speak out against it because it takes away the God-given rights of others, even if you disagree with them. Big R God-given rights are a very real thing if you are a conservative. It is what you fight to conserve, the essence of conservatism. What worries me about the left and the foaming at the mouth and the screaming and the calls for late-term abortion and this culture of death is they don't have that emergency brake. They don't respect the big R God-given rights of others because they don't believe in big R God-given rights at all. That's what worries me about them. That's why they celebrate Antifa and BLM and the terrorist attacks by these groups on American cities. Assaults on police, many of them, late-term abortion, infanticide. They hate themselves. It's a culture of death. It's disturbing. Go to church this weekend, pray. Apparently the lefties want to show up at church and protest. That's going to do a lot of good. Jim, that's a great election year strategy too, by the way. Show up with a bunch of church-going, passionate people who believe in our flag, our country, and our God, and start screaming and yelling about killing their kids and your kids. That's a great idea. That's a really good election strategy. Keep it up, Dems. Keep it up. We'll see what happens. We'll see who's right in Election Day, right?